make it a better place.
Hi everybody, welcome to Memory Keeping Friday, and today I have a really special post for you guys. I'm going to be talking about a wedding album that I'm working on for a friend, and if you're new to my channel, I kind of wanted to give you an overview of what this is and how I organized it. I've been working on this project for a long time. Actually, it's been like 2 years and I really need to get it finished up. And so what I have here is I have the 2 albums, and these are not the albums that they're going to stay on. Towards the end of this video, I'm actually going to be making a layout for you guys, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. So let's just jump in and let me show you guys what the deal is. So there's 2 separate albums. The first album is all of the stuff that led up to the wedding. So like this is the engagement photos, wedding dress shopping, preparing for the wedding, you know, all of that jazz. Her bridal shower, bachelorette, bachelor parties, all of that. Bridesmaids dress shopping, decorations for the wedding, and then the rehearsal dinner and the decorating of the wedding. So all the decorations. So that's kind of all the stuff prior to the actual wedding day is in album 1. Now all of the photos are in here and most of the layouts are complete. The only thing that this particular album is waiting for are enlargements and embellishing. So I'm doing this in batch processes, in a batch process form. So what I did is I did all those layouts, did all of that, and then those are the things that are left, the embellishing and then the enlargements. So this album right here starts all of the wedding, the actual wedding and all that happened. Okay, so it starts out with getting ready. And what I did is I broke up the entire we got all the photos printed, and then I made a list of each layout that I would do. So starting from when she got engaged to the last dance of the wedding. And then that's how I broke it up. And then we slipped photos into pages. You can see the last half of this are just photos slipped into pages because that's the basic layout. And then now I'm going back, now that I had done all that and I have a good idea of where all the photos are going, now I'm going back and creating the layouts. And I'm doing the very basic layout. I'm not doing a lot of embellishing right now because I'll go back and do that, and then we'll go back and do journaling. So this starts with getting ready, and you can see that I've created some of the pages already. And then I am using Project Lifestyle pockets in the mix of traditional pages. So like this page right here, the reason this photo is in here is because this will actually be a 12 by 12 photo. So I will be getting that enlarged, and that will be the 12 by 12 photo. And then here is a design G. And then you can see I've skipped around a tiny bit. Here's some more layouts that I recently have done. This is layouts I have not got to yet. I kind of skipped around. Same thing with this one. This one will be a 12 by 12 photo. Here's another design G. Here is a design A, cut down, cut in half. And then there's these. I'll have a photo of some of these layouts that I've created that I have not shared with you guys. I'll have photos of them on my coordinating blog post. You can just head over to my website and you can check those out. So you can see as we're getting in here that that's what I'm doing. I'm just creating those layouts. So now the layout that I'm creating is this layout right here. So it's the back of this. Like this photo, these 2 photos are gonna go here. And then the layout that we're gonna go create right now is going to be this photo that goes right here. So I have all my stuff set up. I'm gonna put you up top here and you're gonna watch me put together this layout and we're gonna chat, okay? So I'll be right back. All right guys, let's jump right in and get started with this layout. First, I am using the back of this layout, so this is on the other side. So this is on the right side of the other page. So I just wanted to make sure that it was the right orientation. I'm gonna flip that right over. And I'm really sorry about this light right here, you guys. It's late in the day and I don't have any control over it. So this paper is paper that she picked out. She found this paper in the Stampin' Up catalog 2 years ago in the Occasions catalog. And she really liked it and said, I think that this would work really great for the wedding album. And so I just purchased a ton of it. Like every time I placed an order, I would just purchase stuff that I knew I was going to use for her wedding album. And so I ended up with a lot of the items we would need, and hopefully it will be enough. So I just try, as I'm going through each of the layouts, I try to just rotate the patterns that I'm using and then also the color. I had felt like the last couple layouts you can see have a lot of the cream colored items. Sorry, that was my phone, guys. And so what I wanted to do for this one was really add some darker color, okay? So I just cut down this piece. I cut down 1/4 inch. So I just cut it at 11 3/4. Okay, so then I have this piece, and this piece was originally going to be an 8 by 8, and when I went to cut it, it was kind of right in the middle of the squares, and so I just adjusted it a little bit so that it would be even. And I'm going to put this right on the side, and I'm just going to go ahead and commit to putting adhesive on these and putting them down. I have a little bit of an idea of what I want, and I've taken a picture with my phone, so I sort of know, but that doesn't, it can always change. So then I have matted my photos on Early Espresso, and again, I'm just kind of following the order of the ceremony of the wedding and putting different elements in here. And so this was right as the ceremony began to get started. And so then I'm going to put this photo, which is cut down to 4 by 4, and then the mat is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. These are 4 by 6 photos, and the mats are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I have these, and then when I designed the page, I kept in mind what was going to be happening on the other side as well. So I have these items, and then what I'm going to do is I just have this banner, which this banner was just cut out of the banner framelits, and I'm gonna want that right there. So now I feel pretty comfortable with where everything is, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation,
and that was super simple. So next I'm gonna move this over, and we're gonna get right to our next side. So the next side does not have anything on the back because I am obviously not to that layout, so it doesn't matter which orientation this is going. I'm going to do this side because there's some smudges on it. So since I'm covering this with a large piece of paper, it'll cover that up. And I've just done the same thing. I just took 1/4 inch off that 12 by 12 sheet, and I can lay this down just like that. Let me just move this down a little bit so you guys can see the whole layout. So next I have grabbed another coordinating piece of designer paper, and I'm going to layer this on. This is just, I think this is like 7 inches across probably, and it goes all the way to the top, so it's 12 inches tall, and I didn't take any off the top or the bottom because I wanted it to overlap this bottom piece. Okay, so that makes a really easy layer. And then again, I have 2 photos that I have matted, and with these photos I did a 1/2 inch mat around the photo instead of 1/4 inch. So that's probably the placement of these photos. I'm gonna have one up here, and I really want that there because I really want it to be balanced out. I'm just taking into consideration how my entire page is looking and where I'm gonna place journaling. I'll wanna place journaling here. I'll wanna place journaling probably here, and then we'll wanna place some journaling here. So this was the prayer and a poem that was read at the beginning of the ceremony, and then this was as the vows were being exchanged. And then I had these two photos, and as I pulled all the photos out and I looked at them, I realized there were too many photos to just leave them 4x6, and I needed to do something. So this was the exchanging of vows, and then this was a photo of them holding hands, of their hand shot. And then I had these photos of her putting on his ring and him putting on her ring. And so what I did is I used my framelits and I cut it out. And then I thought that I would layer it over here in this corner. So I'm just kind of playing around with the placement of how everything's gonna look while it's down.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination.
All right, and then the only other idea that I had for this while I was putting things together is I have this little punch, and like I said, I'm not doing the embellishing all at once or while I'm doing these layouts, but I did because this photo got, instead of it being a full circle, the top of it got chopped off. I thought that these little flowers would look really cute layered up here like this. So I've just added a little bit of adhesive to that, and then I'm just going to use these rhinestones and put a rhinestone right in the middle. And that's really as much of the embellishing that I'm going to do right at this moment. I'm just going to move right along and go right to my next layout, and then that way I'm doing you know, 3 to 4 layouts in a day is what I'm trying to get done. Okay, so there's that. I'll have photos on my website. You can just click right at the top of this video. It takes you right to the coordinating blog post. And I'm gonna have 5 or 6 photos of the last few layouts that I've done. And then let me know what you guys think. It's been a while since I did a traditional page, and I know it's not real fancy with a lot of embellishments, but let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you're enjoying that I am able to do some more traditional layouts again. So thanks guys for coming by, and I will talk to you later.